Oh, so the cuckoo also follow the Fajar one. Okay. Okay. Anyway, this rule, this policy kan sebenarnya di dalam firewall. All of you know, right? Okay, the rule from the firewall. Okay, now I can put the answer from here. Okay, so that's the answer. Okay, so mengapa sebenarnya sebab itu gateway kan di call switch, you tahu itu CS kan, ialah call switch. So kalau gateway di dalam call switch termasuk kan semua routing akan buat di dalam call switch. Kalau itu routing buat di dalam call switch, then sebenarnya itu traffic kan dia tak akan lalui firewall. Ya, so kalau dia tak lalui firewall kan, then semua itu traffic kan dia pun boleh connect. Okay, no matter it's a PC1, PC2 or PC3. You tell me that MAC address filter or the IP address filter, it doesn't matter anymore. Sebab kan, you tanpa apa rule di dalam firewall, I pun tak kisah. Sebab I punya routing port di dalam call switch kan. So, mereka sebenarnya tak perlu lalui firewall. So, that's why ini adalah satu sebab mengapa ada banyak company mereka minat gunakan itu gateway kan di dalam firewall. They don't want to use the switch to become the gateway. Kan? Yeah, because many of people will have this kind of the mindset. Dia ingat that saya punya company ada layer 3 punya switch. Can I use the layer 3 switch become the gateway to perform the routing? So many of them, they say, oh, okay, yeah, use the layer 3 switch, become the gateway. So all the VLAN, all the subnet can form the communication. That is true. But kalau you buat cara macam tu, you ada itu security punya problem. Sebab semua itu traffic boleh bypass firewall. Okay, so walaupun you firewall cakap, oh itu MAC address tak boleh pergi ke sini, atau itu IP tak boleh pergi ke sana kan, firewall tak boleh buat apa-apa. Okay, so that's why banyak itu scenario kan, yang itu company yang medium atau yang besar punya kan, mereka akan pilih kalau boleh, they will prefer the gateway buat di dalam firewall, bukan di call switch. Okay, so a lot of the layer 3 switch yang pakai di dalam mereka punya network kan, mereka use it as a dumb switch. Hanya layer 2 punya function saja. Tak ramai orang akan gunakan layer 3 punya function. Okay, so I hope more of you can understand about this. So if you can know about this one, then you're already up to another standard. Okay, ini pun satu basic saja lah. Okay, maybe you guys is actually confused. Tak tahu itu gateway sebenarnya di mana, atau itu policy di dalam call switch. Tapi kan, tell you the truth, seldom got the people do the policy on the switch. Okay, so most of the policy is actually configured on the firewall. Okay, so this is the answer. Okay, I'm going to set this one. So if you guys actually really like about this this question, you also can do the print screen, because for this Zoom run, I can't able to share out my image here. So what you can do, you can just do the screen capture. So then in the future, you can use this one as your reference. Okay, so you boleh ingat, when you want to design your network, mana satu cara yang betul punya. Mengapa kita tak recommended gateway buat di dalam switch? Okay, switch tak sesuai jadi gateway. Okay, walaupun you nak jimatkan costing kan, tak mau buat itu gateway di dalam firewall, tak boleh punya. Because when we consider about the security, firewall still is the best to become the gateway. You have no other reason to don't let the firewall become the gateway. Oh, sorry, it is a spelling wrong. It should be it's both, right? Okay, because this one I also have some of the case before, right? The customer who actually did complaining about the firewall. Okay, they say the firewall, they already add a lot of the policy and the rules inside. They say, wow, so surprisingly, they already add a lot of the rules, right, to block the visitor Wi-Fi to access to their internal network. But who know, mereka sudah tampakkan itu policy kan, mereka complain that, mengapa itu visitor guest punya Wi-Fi dia boleh masuk ke staff punya network, dia boleh masuk ke mereka punya NAS buat itu downloading internal punya network, buat semua itu file sharing. Mereka pun feel rushed ni. How could it be? It's the guest Wi-Fi. Why they can actually visit the company network? Then after they freak out the whole thing, then finally they analyze the gateway mereka buat di mana. Mereka punya gateway di dalam call switch. Semua itu DHCP itu gateway kan, di call switch, bukan di dalam firewall. Tapi itu engineer, dia tampakkan itu rule di dalam firewall. So whatever you do on the firewall, they won't filter the traffic. Okay, sebab you nak pasti, you nak faham you punya firewall punya function. Kalau you buat cara macam ni kan, like this use the call switch punya the gateway you punya firewall hanya buat apa? Kalau ada orang nak pergi ke internet, dia baru lalui firewall. When the user they never go out to internet, itu traffic dia takkan lalui firewall punya. So how to filter like this one? Kan? So kalau itu hacker lah, itu PC3 ini visitor kan, dia boleh download semua benda di dalam punya network, sangat bahaya. So don't make the call switch become the gateway. Where I set this Zoom image. Saya punya topology mana pergi? Oh, sini. Okay. So this is the previous one actually. Okay, and my slide. Okay, so if everyone have no problem on this one, so it's actually very good. Okay, at least sekarang you sudah tahu itu routing dan switching punya itu behavior already. Okay, so mengapa ini kita panggil layer 2 sini? Tempat sini layer 2 dia ada sebabnya. Sebab layer 2 kan, dia hanya sentuh MAC address saja. Okay, dia verify you punya MAC address dan forwardkan itu packet. Tapi kalau you punya packet nak crosskan yang lain punya network, daripada like PC1 masuk ke area of the PC number 2. So kalau you nak perform itu cross zone, ini kita akan panggil routing. Okay, so this part is called switching. Okay, when you want to send to another domain, so this is called routing. When you perform the routing, MAC address akan tukar. Okay, you will actually change the MAC address. Okay, so this one I also showed you already on the previous before we go out to have a tea break. Okay, now, let me open the third one. So just now the previous module we already complete. So saya buka yang ketiga punya. Okay, then the topic number 3, Huawei VRP Basic. Okay, and here's the objective. Understand the VRP Basic. Learn how to use the Huawei CLI. Then last, master the basic command. First is the overview. What is the VRP? Okay, ini sebenarnya ialah Huawei punya OS. Macam Cisco, Cisco gunakan iOS. Huawei nama sedia punya OS ialah VRP. Okay, so Huawei punya VRP, semua device pun guna yang sama punya. Okay, so untuk firewall pun guna VRP, wireless pun gunakan VRP. So dia gunakan satu standard. When sekarang you managekan switch ke router atau firewall kan, command semua pun sama, satu standard. Okay, for what I know, for some other vendor kan, mereka punya device even it's the same brand, but the different model product like macam firewall ke switch ke, mereka punya command sebenarnya tak sama punya. Okay, so this is just because their firmware is different. So that's why the command, the configuration will be different. But untuk Huawei punya kan, sebab semua itu device gunakan VRP version yang sama. So that's why there's no difference. The same command you can apply to all the device. It's quite user friendly. Okay, you belajar dia punya command kan, semua device pun boleh pakai. So it's no issue for you to learn another product. Sekarang you master Huawei punya switch. Okay, you boleh guna di Huawei punya router, Huawei punya server atau router or firewall. Okay, semua pun sama command. So VRP provide the following functions. A lot. Provide a unified user interface and unified management interface. Semua satu standard. Implement the function of the control plane and define the interface specification to following plane. Semua pun sama lah sebenarnya, bukan hanya untuk Huawei saja. Implement communication between the device, forwarding plane, and VRP control plane. Okay, so deployment of the VRP. Okay, Huawei punya itu history. Okay, bermula daripada 1998. Okay, until 2001, ini adalah first gen VRP version 1.0. Okay, masa tu kan VRP 1 hanya apply ke low end punya product saja. Okay, masa tu mereka hanya jual yang access layer punya device. Then when they go to the years 1999, mereka start to jual distributed design. So sekarang mereka ada core switch performance yang lagi bagus punya. Then when the years go to the 2000 kan, VRP 3 sudah keluar. So mereka punya performance lagi stable, lagi bagus. So setiap kali itu benda kan, itu produk first gen kan selalu ada banyak bug. Okay, performance lag, slow dan dia senang affected by the attacker or what. Okay, so when they come out the version number 3, right, then the thing become more mature. Okay, lagi stable. So sekarang Huawei punya VRP kan ialah VRP 5. Okay, sekarang Huawei punya version VRP 5. So all the router, all the Huawei switch pun pakai VRP 5. Then VRP 8 kan hanya untuk data center punya device sahaja. Okay, like the chassis router or the chassis switch, mereka akan gunakan VRP 8. Untuk box punya macam ni 1U punya equipment kan, still pakai VRP 5. Okay, so Huawei ada dua VRP. VRP 8 untuk high end punya, VRP 5 untuk yang mid end atau low end punya. Okay, file system. The file system manage file and directories in the storage media, allow user to view, create, rename, and delete the directories, and copy, move, rename, delete. I keep mention the same thing. Okay, let me check. So system software, configuration file, patch file, and PAF file, common file type. Semua pun boleh support. You boleh store di dalam mereka punya VRP. For the Huawei storage media, ia ada NVRAM, flash, support SD card juga. Okay, you boleh pindah you punya itu configuration file masuk ke SD card dan buat itu backup. Okay, SD RAM and USB pun boleh. Okay, starting. Kalau itu device yang baru purchase kan, it just purchase. So when you start the device, they'll come out this boot room. Okay, they'll show you. And then when you start, they will check everything. So do you want to skip the test? Okay, T is start test lah. Kalau tak nak, dia akan automatic skip. Okay, so Control B is used to stop the auto startup. Kalau you terlupa you punya login password atau you nak enter ke dia punya setup nak tukarkan you punya password kan atau format, you gunakan Control B, pauskan dia. Okay, because sometimes right, you want to factory default. So you perlu restart you punya device and then keep spamming Control B, Control B, Control B. Then you boleh masuk. For the device management, Huawei boleh support dua. Most of the Huawei devices support CLI dan GUI, web system. GUI pun boleh. You buka itu browser web page untuk buat configuration atau gunakan CLI. For me, when I'm doing the implementation, I suka gunakan GUI, gunakan web punya. Sebab kan dia senang untuk buat itu configuration. I tak perlu pergi hafalkan semua command, tak perlu. Okay, just click saja, kan? So everyone also can do. Then for CLI, I know it's actually quite complicated. A lot of people will go for GUI more than CLI. Sebab apa? Command punya problem. Mana boleh ingat semua command, kan? So sometimes you have to remember the Juniper, Cisco, HPE, Huawei brand. All the command is different. So we have the challenging here. Tapi kan, kalau you boleh hafalkan semua itu command, it will actually help you a lot. Okay, especially for the high-level engineer. Okay, I also forced to remember all. Mengapa? Because when doing the troubleshooting kan, kalau nak buat troubleshooting, you cannot go for the GUI. Sebab GUI kan, nak buat troubleshooting sangat susah. When I nak pergi tracekan sesuatu parameter kan, I have to go to the multi-location, click here and click there untuk troubleshooting. Okay, ini memang ambil banyak masa. Tapi kalau you faham tentang what is the CLI kan, kalau saya nak checkkan itu parameter sangat senang. Saya gunakan show command. Okay, showkan IP, showkan interface, showkan protocol. Saya terus boleh dapat itu information. Sangat senang. Saya tak perlu pergi cari click here and click there. Kan? Kadang-kadang itu clicking sangat pelik punya. So that's why these two also got the pros and cons. To me, the web is good for implementation. CLI is good for troubleshooting. Okay, troubleshoot I guna CLI. Okay, then the user interface. Kita panggil VTY, Virtual Type Terminal. Okay, Virtual Type Terminal. So VTY. So VTY sini ada satu ialah console user interface, satu lagi ialah VTY user interface. Apa dia punya difference? Ini ialah untuk console cable, console to login. Satu untuk telnet, SSH. Okay, so Huawei punya device pun boleh support dua-dua ini. Then the next right here is the user level. When you want to do the configurations, okay, so you also need to know the Huawei user level. Sebab kalau you nak create user account, you mesti ingat itu level boleh buat apa. So kalau user level, you gunakan kosong. This is called the visitor level, visit level. Semua benda pun tak boleh buat. Dia login dengan user level kosong kan, dia hanya boleh buat apa? Ping and tracer. Itu saja. Sebab you are just a visitor. You can't able to check anything. If the user account are the level 1, okay, I give you level 1. Okay, you are the user level 1. What can you do? This is called monitoring level. Monitoring. So you boleh gunakan display atau show command to check your IP, to check your protocol. Okay, ini ialah level 1. You hanya boleh monitor saja. Tak boleh, you tak boleh usik I punya configuration. So, if you want to give the engineer have the operator right, Kalau dia boleh buat configuration, you can give them the level 2. Level 2, they can do the configuration. Okay, they can add the IP address. They can enable the routing protocol. So they can do whatever they want, but they cannot overwrite my file. They cannot create a file. Dia tak boleh tambah user, delete user, dan dia tak boleh modifikan saya punya file, including saya punya save file. Okay, dia tak boleh save. So in this case, who can actually do this? Only this one. 3 sampai 15. Ini ialah management level, administrator. Okay, yang paling tinggi sekali. Okay, di dalam Huawei. So Huawei guna nombor ini 0, 1, 2 dan 3. 3 yang paling besar sekali. He can do whatever they want. Okay, only the level 3 and above. So if you want to log into the device, gunakan GUI. So you just have to connect your PC to your router or maybe the switch, and then configure with the IP. Yeah, you punya IP address statically change the IP, match dengan mereka punya subnet. So lepas tu nanti you punya itu address bar sana dengan URL you type 192.168.1.1, enter, dia akan keluar ini. Okay, dia akan keluar. So you masukkan itu admin. Okay, admin. Lepas tu you boleh pilih lah, gunakan Chinese version atau English version. And unfortunately, they don't have the bahasa yet lah. So maybe you can actually request the PIC in Indonesia there, request to have a bahasa versions. So maybe they create another page, because of what I know, the Huawei also got the Russia versions. But it's only in some country, but it's not for all. Okay, so create to log in. Okay, then for CLI, local login. Okay, dekat sini. Setiap device, dia confirm ada satu console port. Okay, console port. So this console port, you can purchase your console cable from online shop, or you can go to some of the PC shop to purchase. Okay, ini adalah console cable. Okay, console cable. But this console cable, ini kan, dia ada 9 pin. This one, you only can connect to the desktop. If you have those of the computer, it's a desktop. If you remember, you just turn to the back, your desktop. Do you notice they actually have some of the port? It's actually for this one. It's called console port. So actually, last time, how the person doing the console, because they're using this one to connect to the PC and then log into the router, log into the switch to do the configuration. Tapi sekarang kan, for this kind of the engineer sekarang kan, mana ada orang pergi gunakan PC macam tu lagi? We don't using this kind of PC anymore. We are using what? We're using the notebook, the personal laptop. Kan? So personal laptop, mana ada itu port? We don't have this COM port. Okay, tak ada punya. Tapi saya tahu ada model macam Lenovo punya series, some of the Lenovo kan, they actually come with this port, but it's not all the model. Yang lama punya ada, yang baru punya macam mana? You have to buy the converter. You tahu itu adapter tak? Okay, adapter. So you beli itu adapter kan? Adapter, you masuk ke sini, satu adapter, connect ke sini kan? Lepas tu USB. Okay, so that's mean console cable will connect to this adapter. Connect to adapter. Lepas tu adapter gunakan USB connect ke kita punya laptop. Okay, so nowadays the console cable is like this. When you doing the login, sekarang dia guna punya software ialah putih. Okay, putih, PUTTY. So you just set this is to the serial because we're doing the console login, serial. Okay, and then you can select the serial right here. Ini serial kan, you tekan, you boleh setkan dia punya parameter. Okay, kalau you nak set. If you want to do the telnet kan, you tekan ini, SSH. Okay, this is for the secure telnet. Just type the IP address. Ini untuk remote login punya. You have to make sure the PC boleh ping ke itu device. You baru boleh telnet lah. Kalau you tak boleh ping kan, how to telnet? Okay, make sure the PC can reach the destination in order to perform the telnet. Okay, then the CRI configurations. So it actually look like this. Okay, kalau sudah masuk lah, dia akan tunjuk Huawei. You gunakan system view, masuk ke system view. I think maybe just I did show you this one, right? Okay, now maybe I will show some of the basic configurations on the Huawei CLI. Maybe you can do this one together. Okay, I will start my ESP, right? Okay, ini saya tak guna lagi. Okay, I take out two router. Okay, do router. What can I do? Two router. Switch. Let me think. What can I do? IP, Telnet, DHCP. Okay, good. So I will going to take out one server. Should I? No, better done. I put one client here. Okay, boleh. Okay, so dual router, satu switch, and one client. Okay, one client. Okay, just using auto. Okay, start all the device. One, one, three. 11254. And okay, so this is the client. Okay. Configuration tak susah sangat. So system view, you can type the system view, enter to the configuration view, and then type sysname. Okay, sysname sebenarnya guna untuk renamekan itu device. Okay, so you always have to do this one. Rename your device. Okay, mengapa kita perlu buat macam tu? Sebab kalau you tak buat cara macam ni kan, nanti you tengok this is my router 1. Pergi ke router 2 kan, sebenarnya ia pun gunakan Huawei punya nama. So if you never rename your device, you will actually quite confused. Later when you log into the device, you will know that, hey, ini router 1 ke atau router 2. Okay, you might confuse. So that's why the best practice is always rename the device. Okay. This is R2, router 2. Okay, we change the system name. Okay, then the next one, we just configured the IP. Interface E000, IP address. Yeah, just like this. Okay, pretty easy. Like what I did just now. Okay, R1. Okay, so you try to done this one first and then do the ping test. Okay, make sure you boleh sampai ke semua IP, router 2 and also the client. Okay, try to done this one first and then do the ping test. Yeah, I hope everyone of you can manage to do this. Okay, just the very basic command, configure the IP address. Okay, so if you got no issue on this one, so now I want to show you my the telnet configuration. Okay, the telnet. So I'm going to using my R2 become the telnet server. So always being a configuration sini lah. First, you have to enter to the system view. Okay, you bring number, you bring a bracket tak sama. The bracket on the user view is like this. Kalau soal masuk ke system view, dia akan ubah jadi ni. Okay, the square box. So this is the system view. Okay, here you use the command telnet server enable. So kalau soal enable, that means router 2 sekarang kan, it will actually allow the telnet access. Okay, orang lain dia boleh login. Okay, you giving the login for other person. Okay, so I enable this one on my R2. Okay, telnet server enable. Okay, next, user interface. Yeah, I think I better don't do this one first. I want you to create an account. AAA. Okay, masuk ke AAA dulu. AAA sini kan. You buat local user. I create my account, right? Password, cipher, Roy123. And I create a user account for myself. Okay, sini is a hash AAA. Okay, I create an account for myself. Again, local user. Apa saya dapat? Oh, service type. Ini account guna untuk for telnet ni. Okay, use for the telnet. So that's mean this user account you can use for the telnet. local user Roy. Okay, saya try one by one. Okay, for user punya level. So saya try kosong dulu. Why always double? So interface we define 04 authentication mode AAA. Okay, done. Ini adalah saya punya R2 configuration. Okay, so you can try to done this. So sekarang I punya router 2 boleh kasih access. So mean everyone can log into my router 2 right now. So try to done this one, then I will show you the next step. Okay, so kalau you nak pergi verify kan itu telnet adakah sudah sukses ke belum kan? Okay, you can try this. Go to the R1. Okay, R1 sini kan? Okay, telnet pastikan sekarang R1 kan di sini. Ini ialah user view. Okay, macam mana balik ke sini kan? Kalau sekarang di system view sini kan, di system view gunakan command quit keluar. Okay, so you boleh keluar. Okay, balik ke user view. Lepas tu use the command called telnet. Okay, try to know what is your R2 IP address. Router 2 punya IP adalah 10.112. 10.1.1.2. Enter. Sini ia akan tanya what is the username and the password. Okay, so you tekan Roy. Saya punya nama. Lepas tu password. Percaya. So you boleh nampak sekarang saya gunakan router 1 kan, tapi I sudah login ke router 2. Saya sekarang sudah reboot login ke R2. Okay, this is mean you already success. Kalau you boleh dapat sama punya result. Tapi kan di sini banyak benda you pun tak boleh buat. Sebab kalau you gunakan itu question mark, tanda tanya, you boleh cuba. Tengok, itu question mark. Tadi saya letak ini kan. Saya nak pergi tengok apa command I boleh guna di sini. Tapi di sini tak banyak benda you boleh pilih. Biasa ialah ping dan telnet saja. Ping telnet trace. Kita banyak benda you boleh buat. You boleh ping balik ke 10.1.1.1. You boleh ping ke 10.1.1.2 sendiri. 3. Okay, I actually use the router 1. I use the router 2 to ping to the router 3. Okay, kalau you nak disconnect kan, you letak quick sekali. So I akan balik ke router 1. Okay, I return to the router 1. So you know what? If you give the user with the level 0, many things he cannot do. Okay, kalau you kasihkan level kosong. So what if? Okay, sekarang saya masuk balik ke AAA. Dekat A sini ya, local user, Roy, privilege level, I kasih 1. Tadi saya try kosong kan? Pemula saya gunakan kosong, sekarang saya gunakan 1. Apa difference dia? Sini saya ubah jadi 1. Okay, now try to turn it again. Enter. Okay, I see it. I put Roy. Okay, Roy 1, 2, 3. Okay, sama. Saya percaya masuk ke router 2. Apa beza? Masa saya gunakan itu question mark, I nampakkan sebenarnya the command I can use already become more. Ada banyak benda saya boleh buat. Okay, selain daripada dulu hanya ada apa? Tracer, lepas tu telnet, itu saja. Tapi sekarang kan saya unlockkan ini feature. Saja, saya tunjukkan history yang tadi ya. Okay, this is the previous one, level 0. This is the only command I got. Okay, when I level 1, I unlock more, lagi panjang. Okay, lagi panjang. Sebab sekarang saya punya level ialah monitor level. Monitor, I boleh pakai ini command. Display. Okay, saya boleh check saya punya IP interface. Saya boleh check saya punya parameter. Saya boleh check IP routing table. So you can check everything that you want. So on the level 1. Tapi level 1 ada satu benda you tak boleh buat. When I try to enter to the system view, system view, I tekan enter saja kan. Dia cakap unrecognized command. Sebab level 1 dia tak boleh configure. Dia hanya monitor saja. Okay, hanya for monitor. So you have no right. So I have to quit. I test level 2. Okay, router 2 sini kan. I tukar ke level 2. Okay, I change to level 2. Okay, R1. Telnet again. Okay, sekarang saya soal masuk R2 sekarang. Okay, tengok apa saya boleh buat. Tadi saya letakkan sistem view tak boleh kan? Sekarang tengok sistem view. Dah, boleh. Saya sudah boleh masuk ke sistem view. Saya boleh create interface loopback. Lepas tu tambah satu random dengan IP address. Sama ni. Okay, so now I sudah tambahkan itu IP address loopback di R2. Okay, this is the configuration. Because I'm using a level 2. Level 2 kan, you boleh configure whatever that you want. Okay, you boleh tambahkan IP, you boleh deletekan IP address. Okay, kalau you tak nak itu IP lagi, you boleh delete. Okay, you can undo it. But then for this level 2, dia pun ada sesuatu dia tak boleh masuk punya. Okay, apa dia tak boleh buat? Level 2. When I put AAA, tekan incomplete command. Okay, AAA. Apa ini? Offline record, online field record. So hanya access saja, tapi kan you tak boleh sentuh AAA. Sebab AAA ialah for user account-nya. Okay, hanya administrator level and above boleh sentuh. So for the operator level, dia hanya boleh configure, tapi tak boleh oscikan file. System file pun tak boleh. Sekarang saya quit. Okay, back to R1. So now last one. This one I change to 3. Okay, this is my R1. I just start again. 1, 1, 2. Okay, Roy, 1, 2, 3. Okay, so sekarang saya ialah level 3. I tadi sudah tukarkan di sini. Belum lagi ya? Belum lagi. Level 3. Roy, level 3. Okay. Keluar dulu. Wait. Then log in again. Okay, Roy, 1, 2, 3. Okay, tengok apa yang saya boleh buat. Masuk ke system view. Tadi I tak boleh sentuh AAA, tapi sekarang when I put AAA kan, enter. Ya, dah boleh masuk. Okay, so if you want to create an account with the administrator Roy, you should get the level number 3. Okay, level 3 dia boleh sentuh semua. Tapi kalau you hanya kasih itu authorizer, you only can do the configuration, but you cannot save. Okay, mengapa tak kasih save? Sebab kan, mungkin nanti you nak pergi verify kan, semua configuration yang dia buat sudah betul tak? Kalau betul kan, you baru tolong mereka commit. Okay, so the level 2, dia boleh sentuh, dia boleh configure, tapi kan tak boleh save. Okay, when the thing is actually reboot, everything you back to normal, back to the default, the factory. Okay, so this is the Telnet configuration with the different privilege level. Okay, I hope everyone can manage to do this one. Tapi sebenarnya saya nak kasih you tahu, Telnet ini teknologi tak secure punya. Okay, it's not so safe. Okay, let me show you this one. Mengapa saya cakap tak safe? Okay, I do the Wireshark right here. Okay, I pergi capture kan packet. Do the Wireshark on this interface. Okay, again, my router 1, Telnet to router 2, triple Telnet. Roy, 1, 2, 3. Okay, sekarang sudah login kan? Nah. Okay, so I just randomly type some of the messages here. Okay, so sebab ini sebenarnya Telnet, Okay, sekarang di dalam Wireshark apa akan berlaku? Okay, and this is my Wireshark. So I'm going to look for the Telnet. Okay, Telnet sini ya. Right click.
follow TCP stream. Okay, pergi monitorkan dia punya activity. Di sini kan, sebenarnya you boleh nampak, saya gunakan software Wireshark saja. Wireshark ialah free, semua orang pun boleh download kan. Okay, di sini you nampak. Itu user pakai VT100 untuk login. Okay, so username, Roy, RYO. So you boleh removekan yang warna merah punya. Okay, Roy. And then the password, password, Roy 123, dia pun boleh dapat. Then seterusnya, tadi apa activity yang saya buat tadi ya, testing, nampak tak? Sini keluar. Then, can you see these messages? Semua message yang saya type just now kan, dia pun ada keluar. Bra. So, ini ialah Telnet. So, that's why there's a reason mengapa ada banyak company kan, mereka tak berapa minat nak gunakan Telnet. Because the Telnet, they don't have the, what we call the data encryptions. So, when anyone is actually trying to monitor your traffic, right, mereka boleh tahu kan you punya access username and the password. So, after they get your this information, they can actually log into your network and do the changes easily. Okay, so the hacker can actually access your network already. So, kalau nak preventkan ini berlaku kan, jangan gunakan Telnet. Okay, you need to learn how to configure the SSH. Okay, so today I will just cover until this part. Okay, so for this, the Huawei CLI configuration. Then tomorrow I will continue doing the Huawei basic VRP. Okay, I'm going to show you the FTP also. Okay, the FTP. And tomorrow we're going to cover the IP address and some of the IP basic. Okay, so today I think, yeah, that's all. So you guys better to have some rest tonight. Tomorrow we're going to continue. Okay, I was going to see you guys tomorrow. Okay, ada apa soalan lagi before we going to end the sessions? Yeah, so you guys are actually free to leave the question. Kalau next time you ada apa soalan, you boleh masuk, you punya soalan di dalam chat box. Okay, dia bawah sini ada message box. Okay, and this is my configuration. Okay, you guys have to learn some of the Huawei basic CLI command. Okay, so this is quick. So I was going to save this one because I will going to reuse the same topology for tomorrow. Save. Ini adalah Telnet, okay. So for those who haven't downloaded this software yet, try to go online and search. The name of this software is called ENSP. Okay, Cherry, download, install. Because right, this training we will do a lot of the hands-on, the lab exercise, and I also hope everyone can follow me. Okay. So Harini, then I will just stop right here. Then tomorrow we're going to continue again. Okay. So have a good rest today.